Why do I feel pretty today? I'm allowed to say that. Okay. Don't even think about it. Twerp, twerp. That's him in the chair. Don't even think about it, twerp. Twerp, stop. Stop, twerp, twerp, twerp. Whee! It does feel like an Olivia Rodrigo, Conan Gray, like type of day. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I see in your eyes that you don't care that I'm saying no. I have to sneeze. We're not doing it. No, no, no. No. So you're gonna leave? There it is. Hey guys, what's up? So recently I've been absolutely obsessed with Nicole Raffie's favorites videos. I watched her more recent one and then I like went back and watched a bunch of them. I'm obsessed. I ended up asking for a lot of stuff for Christmas. I most wanted cycler stuff. It doesn't ship to Canada. And they say in their like fact that they're like, if you use like a third party like proxy or whatever, we will cancel the order. I did ask for some stuff for Christmas, but I also did go and buy some stuff. Not all of it's from Sephora, but some stuff that she's recommended, some stuff that I've just generally heard recommended or that I've been interested in. And I thought my makeup video is old. I was watching it back and I was like, I don't even do like 80% of this stuff or like use 50% of this stuff anymore. So why don't I like update what I've been doing, try out some new products, and it'll be like kind of a little mix between my routine and like trying new stuff from whatever. Yes, that's the guilty look in your eye. Stop. You know you're being naughty. He hates sitting. He'll let you hold him in any position, standing up, but as soon as you sit down, he's like a baby. He starts to cry. Yeah, go, honestly, if you leave, that would be nice. I love you, but, I got 2 of these. I hate these things. I think they're so fucking ugly. But I saw this 2-pack and I have this one and one with Snoopy on it. And that's all I needed to know. I used my favorite before makeup moisturizer this morning. I might be filming an empties video after this, and so if you want to know what that is, it'll be in my empties video because I just opened a new one. But let's start with the first product because believe it or not, the first product is a primer, one that Nicole Raffie recommended, and this is the NYX Plump Right Back with Electrolytes Mix Plumping Serum and Primer. I can't remember why she liked this. I have a problem. She could tell me to jump off a bridge and I'd jump off the bridge. Like, that's basically the vibe. I've been buying stuff she's recommended for years. I fear that she could be like Bitcoin and I'd be like, I thought it was stupid until now, but if you think it's cool, then I think it's cool. So the primer I have been using is this one, and I'm pretty sure she recommended this too. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Everybody knows this one. But I have believed in the conspiracy that primer does nothing. And so before I bought this, or after I bought this, I don't know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna test and see if primer does anything. So I put this on half my face and half the face I left just normal, like with moisturizer and then my Rare Beauty like tinted moisturizer thing. Another recommendation, I think that was from Nicole. I don't actually know anymore. I just assume everything is her recommendation at this point. And I tested throughout the day because I get pretty oily. The side without primer was significantly greasier, like by a large margin, to the point where I was like, well, now I'm never not gonna wear primer. Like, I would touch both sides of my nose, which get the greasiest, and you could see it visually which one had more oil, and then I'd go like this, and one was just like slit. It was gross. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this until it's done, probably, now that I know the truth. But today we're gonna try this one because I'm very interested in if I'll notice a difference with this. Today we're just gonna use this one, but on my own time I'll probably do half and half and see if I notice a difference. I could do that today, but I don't think we will. So I got a pump here. I don't know if there's instructions. No. So my skin's getting very red. I unfortunately am the skin type where if you touch me, I look sickly. Although I'm not very like, I turn red, but I don't have the most sensitive skin type, which I find interesting because normally the skin type, you are very sensitive to like products that'll like, I don't know, give you a rash or some shit. So it smells interesting. Like, it doesn't smell bad, but it smells like something. Not medicine? I don't know. I'm just gonna let it soak in for a second. And then I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, but we're gonna do another new product, another Nicole recommendation. At this point, Nicole, sponsor me. So I'm a little nervous for this because it was a bit of an impulse buy knowing my skin type. And my skin type is, honestly, I used to think it was combo because I thought I was dry here, but I think it's only dry when I don't take care of my skin. So I don't think that's like something I really have to worry about. It's mostly the oil. I get very oily in the T-zone. And so she used this Say Glowy Super Gel. I got a mini one and she like basically barely powdered it. And I'm gonna have to powder it, but I don't know, I was influenced. Why do I have to explain myself to you? But this is the one in Star Glow. I hope you guys can hear that. There's people doing construction outside my house. And it says that you can either just apply that or apply it under or mix it with something. So I don't quite know what I'm gonna do. I kind of think I might apply it under, see what it looks like, and then I can always add a little into this and see what happens. But I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers and I'm just gonna do like a little bit and see what happens. It's very sheer, because when I got my color analysis in Korea, the lady kind of said, I don't know how you know based on somebody's season like what their makeup look should be, but she said basically like clean, glowy, fresh looking, simple, like nothing too crazy. And I do think that I tend to like that look on myself more. And so I think I was tempted by this, even though I know I'm super oily and I have to set with powder. So I don't know if this will even do anything. I don't know if you can tell a difference here. I do think I'm looking a little glowy, and I do think I'm gonna add some in with my thing. Normally I just apply it on my face, but if I'm gonna mix it, I guess I will put it on my hand. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have like a method of order. Like sometimes I do the concealer first, and I think that's smarter, but I usually just kind of end up doing my skin first. This may look like a lot, but it's very thin. And I don't use Beauty Blender anymore. I use a Real Technique sponge, but not the Beauty Blender brand. And I really like this Rare Beauty thing. I think it is the perfect in-between for me, between like something really sheer and something that's a foundation, because you can kind of build it up, but it's not so heavy. And I hate caking on my face. And I had the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and it was just not enough for me. I also had the wrong shade. I was kind of matching my skin and not my neck. But this one's really good. It's, I don't know, neutral one. So I have a little bit of neutral tones in there to cover up my redness. Whereas if I was actually skin matching, I would be cool. But I'm trying to cover up a bit of redness, and so that's why you get a neutral shade. But it's a very light neutral shade, so I don't think it's a problem. My first impression is that this is making my moisturizer foundation thing really flawless. Like just my first impression, not having worn it through the day, but seeing how it's sitting on my skin, like it looks like my skin, like even more so. Like I don't find this as that like fake looking, foundation looking, because skin naturally has like a gleam to it, if you will. I had a nosebleed yesterday, so I'm really nervous to be going around my nose. Wow, if I dermaplaned before this, which I've stopped doing because I heard that that can help be part of what breaks you out. And getting over a little breakout, but my skin is post-period here, so it's looking really good because all the period breakouts have just started calming down. Wow, I definitely see some little specks of like glitter, but it's very, like, you guys can see it. I'm looking in the viewfinder, but, and I know I look very pale. I do not try to fake tan myself. I want to look the color I am. Sorry. I think it suits me. I think you are your natural color because that's the color that suits you. Believe it or not, we're doing another new product. They're mostly all at the beginning, but they go till the end. Another Rare Beauty product, the Positive Light Under Eye Brightener in light, because this is like a range where it has like 6 shades or something. Like, and you just pick the closest one. Not near the floorboard, will start a fire. I've been hesitant. I think the bottle shape is cool. It's flat on the back. I've been hesitant to try this because it looks very sheer to me. I do have some very dark under eyes. They look better on camera, but they are very purple and blue in real life. And so I've been using, I actually just bought a new one, the Instant Age Rewind, which is great. I love this product. I stand by this product. It's got a bit of the peachy color in it to correct the under eyes. So it doesn't really brighten them, but it does help mask it, which is fine for me on a daily basis. But I've been really wanting something to kind of make my eyes pop, especially because I wear glasses. So I'm kind of thinking I would like to try in the future putting this under and then that on top. But today we're just gonna use that so that we can see the true result of the product. So what's cool about this is that it's a metal applicator, and I'm gonna do like a 1, 2, 3 there, I think. 1, 2, 3. If you've watched my makeup video from before, which you probably haven't, I do not bring my concealer all the way up to under my eye because I have creases there, and no matter what I do, it always gets in the creases. And so I've decided in my life that if I just don't put it in the crease, it won't collect in the crease. So my technique is very like, go around my eye. Ooh, this is very nice. So far, my first impression is that it's not blending as nicely as the Instant Age Rewind. I don't know if I should use my finger, but right now I'm seeing a lot of texture. Sorry. Let me try with my finger. I prefer to use a brush like this. Honestly, it's really hugging my texture. I'm not happy about that, and I don't want to say it. And I usually do my outer corner and a bit under my eye here because I get darkness there. Yeah, I don't know. I might bring that back to Sephora. I know a lot of people love this concealer though. Okay, well, I need a little bit more. It is very light, so I'm gonna add another dot. We're gonna wear it today. We'll see. Maybe this is better for people with baby seal skin, but I have real person skin, so I don't know. Bring it up and onto the eyelid. It is very brightening. I do feel brightened. Let me show you on the iPhone camera, because the iPhone camera will always be the most honest. Sometimes like painfully honest. No, see, it even looks good on the iPhone camera. If you guys saw in real life, it's hugging every little piece of texture on my face. I don't know how to get a good photo of this to show you guys. I want to be totally honest with you. Oh, the camera maybe? Is my camera dirty? Here, I'll include that picture because that shows the texture it's holding. Anyway, oh well. Sephora's usually pretty good at returns, although I don't shop there as much as I used to, so I don't know, maybe they've gotten worse because it seems like every company is just like getting worse and worse about money and not caring about the customers as much. Have you guys found that? I just feel like nobody gives a shit anymore if the customer's like unhappy or about loyalty to the brand or anything. You'll be like, hey, didn't love this, and they'll be like, okay. I miss the days when they would be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Or you'd go for dinner and they'd be like, oh, it was bad, like, oh, we'll take that off the bill. I actually had that happen recently and I was like shocked by it because it like never happens anymore. Not that I don't like things very often or would say it, but if something's like really not good. We went to Milestones, my friend and I've had, this looks terrible. Sorry, Zelina. No, I have to try and put some age rewind on this because it is not cute. Anyway, we got the like potato salad, and it's supposed to be like almost like a hash brown. Like it's supposed to be soft and like fried a little. Selena is doing me dirty. And they came hard, like crunchy hard. And I was like, hey, they're crunchy hard. And they took them off the bill, but they also replaced them. So I wasn't mad, but they came back crunchy again. And I was like, I've had these before at other locations. Like they have not been crunchy. Like potatoes, it's not cooked. But they took it off the bill. They were so nice and so apologetic. And I was like, that's so rare now. Because now I would come back, you know what I mean? No, this looks really bad in real life. I am actually amazed at how bad this looks. I'm almost embarrassed, but we're gonna move on. Life goes on. I bought recently, I've tried this a couple times, but I bought this, another Real Techniques. It's supposed to be a powder sponge. I don't really get it. I kind of like my normal sponge better because I sometimes apply powder, but you're supposed to like put the powder on and just dab it. I do think it's a cool concept. I just don't think it's like doing anything different than the other one. I don't know what this is, a Laura Mercier? Yeah, Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. And I'm setting under my eyes. See, it's even collecting in my crease instantly. No, I'm bringing this back, sorry. Let me know if I'm just like not using it right, but I'll put it back in the box because, do I still have the receipt? Did they email it? They emailed it. it didn't even cover my under eyes at all. Like, I do understand it's not supposed to be a coverage concealer, but I don't feel cute. I kind of want to redo my under eyes. No, we're not letting the OCD win. You look fine. So I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, whatever, in Fair. And I'm just gonna do a light dusting over my face because I don't want to cover up all that pretty, say, glowiness. And then I'm gonna take it on my actual sponge I like, and I'm gonna just press it where my pores are the biggest. And that's how you actually get it to do the magic pore blurring. I forgot to cover up my pimples, is by pressing it in with like a damp sponge, I find. So just in my T-zone, I'm also going to just do this to my smile lines so that there's no extra product there. And then I have already set, but that doesn't stop me from covering a pimple. Sometimes I find it covers a pimple better if I set first. So I'm putting just a tiny bit. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Fair Neutral. I've had this for, I would guess 10 years. And I like it because it's dried out. So it covers things better. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again. It's like basically done. I don't even know if I like it. I think it had to marinate for 10 years for me to like it, but it does the job. Give me face concealer recommendations. This is the base. I am gonna do just a little bit with my Too Cool Artisans by Robin. Just a little here, like really just a little. Just to add a little bit of softening to my square jaw. Like that. And I'm also gonna take a little brush and just put it under my eyes a little bit in the corner. That's it. I hate this concealer. This is so bad. Oh! Okay, next up, brows. I talked about this in my last video, the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro. This soft brunette is like a perfect color match for me, and I love this. And I was talking about how, like, back in the Beauty Guru days, I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And I talked about how literally, not exaggerated, every time I bought it, the spoolie broke off. Like the actual plastic broke off. And I would tape it back on, and I bought it probably like 7 times, and I was a sucker, and I let them get that money out of me, but it broke every time. Piece of shit. I've bought this probably 7 times now as an adult. It has never broken. I would love to get a drugstore equivalent, but so far this one is a perfect shade for me. It has never broken, and so my standards are low. That's good enough for me. Give me recommendations for brow pencils, please. So I can't teach you how to do your brows. We're all specific to ourselves. I shape my brow, like I cut the tail off a little bit. I honestly find that looks good on most people. Covering my bald spot, and it's intense, but then we do this, and it's so good. Not bad? I don't know. You be the judge. My eyebrows are definitely cousins, not sisters or twins. So I do them both differently. And we are trying a new brow gel today. Now I'm feeling a little pessimistic, but this is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Gel. I have tried a lot of brow gels. I didn't like any of the Anastasia ones from back in the day. I tried the Patrick Ta one. It worked really well. It's just too much hold for me. I have kind of an in-between brow. Like, it's not super thin, but it's not super thick. I tried this Benefit one. It was not enough hold for me. I'm looking for the perfect in between. So we're gonna try the Rare Beauty one because this one has also been recommended. It already looks kind of sticky. So I usually go against the grain, and then I go with the grain, and I shape them the way I want. So far this is feeling like a lot of hold. It's a little bit hard to shape the individual hairs because it's very sticky, but my first impression is that I do like the hold. We'll see how it goes throughout the day because I am sensitive to how a brow gel behaves throughout the day. I've had brow gels where they start peeling off like Elmer's glue, and I don't like that. But so far I like how it feels. Okay, we'll see how it lasts. Okay, she's winning me back. She had me with the tinted moisturizer, lost me with the concealer. She's got me back on the train with the brow gel. So this is the basic face. Sometimes I do eyeliner, sometimes I do eyeshadow. Not usually, not on a daily basis. What I will do is pencil liner between the lashes and then mascara. That's a must for me. I will go until the day I die putting eyeliner between my lashes. I have short, thin little lashes. In order to look like I have them, I have to put color at the root of them. So I'm using the Tattoo Studio gel pencil liner in bold brown because I've been told by my color lady brown looks better, and I agree. I don't know, I'm not totally sure. I do find it transfers a little bit to the bottom. It'll smudge after a long day. I would like to try, I think, the Urban Decay one, but this does the job. I'll use it till it's done and then I'll buy a new one. It's not that serious. So this is the difference it makes to me, with and without. I think it makes a big difference. You might disagree. I also do this, I literally do this every time. I blink onto my hand because that unfortunately will transfer and smudge. But that's good to me. Fine, whatever. Not kidding, I do it every time. But usually that stains my hand. Like, it lasts on my hand, but I think, I don't know, the moisture in my eyes. And then I will do a teeny tiny bit on the bottom lash line, and then I blend it out with a Q-tip. That's it. I'm gonna do mascara and then I'll show you guys the last new product I have. I think I've done everything. I haven't done any highlighter yet. I wasn't sure if I would want to with this Say. I think I will. I'm chaotic. I use the Fenty Beauty one and I literally do my big puffy brush because I just want to be glowy, and it's not so intense that I don't think you can't put it all around your face. Like I said, my order of operations sometimes gets mixed up, especially if I'm talking. So I'll do that, and then I'll put some in my inner corners. That's a must. I love that. And then I'll often put some, this is the only brush I brought with me to my room, but under my brows. I like that to have a little shine. And again, a lot of things I do because I wear glasses, and so I find ways to make my eyes pop from underneath them. And highlighter under the brows and the inner corners, all that does that job for me. We're gonna do lashes, lips, and then I will show you guys the last product I'm testing. I hate this death contraption. I always hold my breath doing it. But my eyelashes are pinned straight, and if I don't do it, it looks ridiculous. I don't want to be like Miley Cyrus. Didn't she like rip all her eyelashes out or something? And then I use the Too Faced Better Than Schmecks in brown. I have a confession. I love this mascara, but it does not hold a curl. It makes me sad, but it gives me the best fluffy but also length combo. And so I often just like try to dry it while I'm sitting here, and normally I have my fan. I just wish it held a curl. I would try the waterproof one, but it doesn't come in brown. And I do find brown mascara has made a huge difference to me in the coloring of my face and the composition of my face. And like, I think all fair girls should be using a brown mascara. Not the one that makes you look crazy, but a dark brown mascara, I do think it makes a big difference. And then I do a little bit here on the bottom outside lashes. What can I say? A little bit of lip. I've been using this Quo Beauty Glossy Lip Stain. I actually really like this. I think it's like a My Lips But Better shade. This one is Yummy 88. I just do a dab, dab, dab kind of situation because it is a stain, and I don't like lips. I don't know why. I just like have this fear of bold lips. And now we're gonna try the last thing. I had to order this on Amazon. It was a Nicole Raffi recommendation. She said it's like the Urban Decay setting spray, like exactly or something, but they just like, it's a different name and it's cheaper or something. When I ordered it, I thought it was gonna be a big bottle. It is this tiny bottle. I can't get this open. I was shocked by what a tiny bottle it was. Why? God, they're treating it like an exhibition. So this is the Skindinavia makeup finishing spray for bridal. It says bridal. Okay. Spray 2 to 4 times, 8 inches from face in an X and T formation. Is that how you're supposed to be doing it? Have I been doing it wrong this whole time? Like, what do I do? Ooh, it smells weird. I do love this step of makeup. I think it helps diffuse any powder you use and help it sink into your makeup a little better. I will say I often, especially if I get any big little droplets on my face, I go all across my face with a beauty blender and just really pat it in. I think it really helps. I don't know if I'll ever be able to tell if a setting spray makes any difference more than the other one. So sure, I like it. I have no idea. That's the finished look. It's very basic, everyday makeup. That's how I like it. That's what I think looks good on me. I wish I could go extra. I can't. Sometimes I do a wing. Sometimes I don't, like today. I like it. I don't mind being pale. I like brown mascara and eyeliner. I think my skin looks really nice with that, what do you call it? Say glow thing. Glowy super gel. I do think that's nice. I think I will keep using that. Final thoughts. I'll see how this holds up throughout the day. I do think I'll get a more conclusive result if I do a half and half and see what happens, but we'll see how that holds up. I love the color and everything about it. The bottle just feels nice in the hand. This I think made my skin look really nice. I think I will keep using this. I just feel like I have a natural glow to me, even if I do have to set it a little bit with powder, but we'll see. Concealer, honestly, hated it. I will be returning this. I don't know if that's controversial. I will be returning that. Not a love. Brow gel, so far, oh, it's actually not too crusty. I was thinking it felt really jelly, and so I thought it would be crusty. I don't feel like my brows are moving. Again, this is something you have to test throughout the day. So if I remember, I'll check back in later, but so far I really like it. This weird sponge, kind of useless. And then setting spray. I'm just gonna assume it's good. I don't know how to tell if a setting spray sucks or not. They all like feel the same to me. I just finished my NYX one, my NYX matte setting spray, and so that's why I got this one. But does it work? I don't know. Don't ask me. I honestly think that's all I have to say, besties. Well, I hope that showing you all this stuff today maybe gave you some encouragement or disencouragement. Is that a word? To buy or not buy something that I showed you today. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world that you do. I have to burp like 3 times. 4. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want to, but hey, I'm not forcing you to do anything. Just know that I'll make you wear that ass concealer if you don't. I love you. Bye. I felt like the first kiss wasn't enough. You know, I feel greasy for sure. I don't feel like greasy like I am without it, but I definitely think the e.l.f. one is the best one for me. I definitely feel less greasy than usual. My forehead's like not even greasy actually. It's pretty good actually. Under eyes still look like shit. You can't tell though on this camera. And skin still looks good, I feel like. Look at that. I still have texture, but that's my fault. Yeah, see all that? Okay, enough exposing my texture. Eyebrows, still good. What else did I try? I don't know. Overall, I basically like everything.